Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my Lair of Action Figures, where I'll be talking and reviewing action figures from different manufacturers. Today we're going to be having a look at some more I.Joe classified series. As you know, I got a huge bunch of them in, so I quickly wanted to do some videos regarding these figures. So let's have a closer look at this set that I received. This is Roadblock and Tripwire in Tiger Force version. It's a double pack. Now it was a Target exclusive. You could get it from Toys R Us if you were in Canada, and if you're in Europe, you can pick it up from Hasbro Pulse Europe. Now the suggested retail price for this figure is $54.99, €64.99 if you buy it through Hasbro Pulse Europe. This pack came out, of course, in 2024, and it is number 126 in the series. As you can see, this is the blister box. Fantastic box. So you have a bit of art on here. You have some drawings behind, some little nice details about the figures, and a little setup. A QR code that is not worth anything and who's nothing of interesting. Now we're going to have a look a bit of the history about these figures. What are my thoughts about these figures, and do I think they have a collectible value? All of that is going to be up for now. So let's talk about the history of these guys. Now, the original figures were not sold as a double pack. As you can see, these figures are generally sold as a single pack. Now, the original Tiger Force, of course, is a repaint, of the original Tripwire and the original Roadblock. Now, these two figures came out in 1988. Of course, something who's always missing is the file cards. Really appreciated the file cards. Now I must say Hasbro has given a lot of love to the Tiger Force, because as you can see, these were the original figures in the Tiger Force, and the only one we have missing is Lifeline, but we don't even have him in the regular line. So that's going to be maybe for some a bit later on when we be getting it. Let's put these guys down here. So there's not much history, much more to talk about it. So let's get into what do we get in the box. So of course I have this one as my mint in box collection. So here is our great friend Tripwire. We have his little vehicle called MacLeod, who has some nice little features. Of course, he comes with mostly some of his gears, so already attached. It was very funny that they already attached the landmine over here. Still has the problem that you can't do anything with this one. Here you have the little remote control for MacLeod. You have his pistol. Now let's have a closer look at Roadblock. Of course, everybody knew when we were getting the, what's the name of it, the Action Soldier, and we got the 50 cal, we finally knew that we were going to get a decent Roadblock. Of course, the tripod, we have the 50 cal, we have the extra handlebar for it, what the trigger firing mechanism, a pistol, a helmet, who has some pretty interesting details, a backpack for the figure. Now, personally, I think this is a very interesting time. This is the first time we're getting a Roadblock who is really fully geared up. Of course, it is the same one as the Roadblock that we got for the exclusive from Amazon, with this kind of inspired Terry Crews head. So there's not much more that you will get, except you have a bit of face paint on it, some camouflage. So I mean, this looks pretty interesting, because the original figure did not have any face paint, but this one looks pretty neat. So let's put some gearing up and let's have a look. The helmet also has a bit of a pattern. The pistol goes in his holster. Now, there's something very interesting on the backpack here. You have a little place here where you can just slide in the ammo. It would go better in this way, so that it can be then belt fed into the 50 cal. Well, no, it should be the other way around. But this doesn't open, so you're going to have to slide it in. So yes, it's the wrong way around if you want to put it down. So that's a kind of an interesting idea of having it belt fed in this way. So you can put it down, put it on the tripod, and you can really give this a pretty little setup pretty interesting for the machine gun if you want to have it belt fed in. Of course, maybe not the best way to do it, but this gives you a bit of an idea of what you can do. Also, a little funny thing about it, if you read the file card of Roadblock, he's a chef. So that was a nice little touch on it. We have some pretty good details on it here. As you can see, there's a Tiger Force logo. I mean, they really went out of their way to really give this extra deco, like here on the vehicle, to give this the Tiger Force look. So that's pretty interesting. Of course, we already have seen this handle here. Sorry. There we are. That's the handle. This switches out pretty easily. Also, the other thing was pretty impressive, as you can see, we do get a painted handle for the double handle for the 50 cal. So now let's gear up this guy here. He's pretty basic, not much difference. There's no logos under the arms like you had with the original Tripwire that came out in the bigger box, but again, the original figure did not have much more info on it. It's standard vest that he comes with. He doesn't have extra color protection. He has his protections on the legs. So basically a very light version of the other one that came in a lot more equipped. Of course, we have the landmine system with the mine here. Again, like I was saying, big problem here is that you're not capable of putting an extra landmine, which was the case of those where you could put 3 in. You have a pretty decent repaint of it. So that's what you get in this box. Now, if I would have to be a bit nitpicky about it, I find that there's a few things that are a bit disappointing. When you have such a big backpack with different ammo pouches, it would have been good to be able to have a way to open it, to be able to store this merchandise in it, because that would have made sense to have it. And the fact that also the bipod cannot attach this way around and you have to put it this way, due to the fact that if you try to do it any other way, it's not working. But I find that a bit of a shame that this doesn't come with this extra little situation to put your gear in. He is very interesting, very simple to build up. I mean, you put it in, clips it in, and you're good to go. And also the same thing, like I said, the mine problem is a bit of an issue. The robot is a bit the same, similar to the other one. So pretty interesting on that behalf. Now, let's talk about the collectible value. Now, personally, this set just came out. I don't think it's going to sell out anytime soon. It's not available anymore on Hasbro Pulse US, so you have to go to Target if you want to buy it. Europe still has them up, so you don't need to hurry. Now, the interesting question is Hasbro going to come out with some retro lines in the Tiger Force set? I'd be kind of curious to see, because when I'm seeing how much gear is in this box, I'm wondering how they're going to be able to put it on a single card. And definitely if he comes out in a retro line, I believe that you will be only getting this with your figure and not the extra gear. But I mean, having a robot, if you have the regular version, you have the Tiger Force version, I guess you have enough and you don't really need some extras. Maybe they might remove the shoulder pads because he doesn't have it with this version. Same thing for Roadblock, would be a bit complicated giving all this kind of gear on a small card like this. So I don't know if Hasbro is going to do it. So if you can wait, you don't want to hurry up to pick it up, you can try to wait for Target to put them on clearance. There's high chances they've been doing that with the Tiger Force. But the reason why they could be a bit interesting down the line, as I said, Hasbro did give a lot of love to the Tiger Force, and we only have one Tiger Force figure missing. We got, of course, Wakanda, who was the pilot of the Tigerfly, who was a repaint of the Dragonfly, and we got, of course, Wreckage with the Tiger Paw, who came out later on. So, I mean, this is the reason that these figures could become interesting down the line, because if our great friends at Hasbro, and if, of course, Target decides to continue making these repaints, we're going to get some extra Tiger Force, so I think it would have some value. So that's going to be it for the review of these figures. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot, and it helps me want to go with the future projects that I will be talking on later on. You can also go to my Facebook page, Instagram page, where I'll be posting pictures. I did not have time to go and take pictures of these guys out yet, but I will be doing it at a later time, so check out those two pages. They will be in the description of this video. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!